Welcome. I'm Tim McDonald, Interim President of Lanier Technical College. We are so happy you've made Lanier Tech your choice for your technical college education. We are a great college and a great service area offering great careers. The knowledge and skills you'll develop at Lanier Technical College will provide you a solid foundation for a great career and higher education if you choose to go that direction. Your knowledge and skills will also be very important to the business and industries in our community and thus the prosperity of our community, whether it be healthcare, manufacturing, transportation, or public or private service. Your skills, your knowledge will be needed in our portion of the state. Because of our great students and instructors, Lanier Technical College has enjoyed a 100% job placement rate for the past several years, and we look forward to continuing that. Our infill placement rate is well over 90%, so there's a statistical probability that you will go to work in your field of choice and serve our great community. We all know that we're living in challenging times with the COVID pandemic. We want you to be assured that Lanier Technical College maintains the student safety and the employee safety at the forefront of all decisions we make. We require masks when you're on campus. We require social distancing when you're on campus. We do health screening checks as you enter campus locations. And we ask that you continue to do so that we can keep the virus at a minimum amount. Additionally, we have made the decision to delay the on-campus activities during the week of January the 11th. We will start our courses virtually online during the week of the 11th with plans to come back face-to-face the following week. Of course, we will continue to monitor this situation, and again, the health and safety of our students and our faculty, staff, and all employees will be our primary concern. We will be communicating this on a very regular basis. It's going to be a pleasure, my pleasure, to see you on campus. It's going to be my pleasure to get to know you. It's going to be my pleasure to watch you progress. And it's also going to be my pleasure to see you graduate, to walk across the stage, to become an alumni of Lanier Technical College. And there's another reason that's going to be a great pleasure for me. I am an alumni of Lanier Technical College. The foundation of my entire career was built right here at the technical college you have chosen. I am a proud member of the class of 1984. Again, welcome to Lanier Technical College. We have many, many great resources. You're going to hear from some others. There's others still that are accessible via our website. I just encourage you, use our resources, use our instructors, reach out to Lanier Tech for any needs you may have. Remember, your success is our priority number one, and great careers begin here. Thank you very much.
Oh, good afternoon, and welcome to Lanier Tech College Orientation Day. My name is Mrs. Adams. Now sit back and relax for the next hour. We're going to have some special storytellers and some wacky characters tell you about our story.
Well, good afternoon. Again, I'm Lauren Talley, Vice President for Advancement here at Lanier Technical College, and we're so excited to have you for orientation today. A couple of things before we get into the the largest pieces of the presentation. Our live chat is active, so if you go to our website, www.laniertech.edu, in the bottom right-hand corner, you will see an icon where you can live chat and ask questions. That will be available until 4 o'clock this afternoon. One of the really cool things that I also do here at Lanier Tech is preside over the Lanier Technical College Foundation. We provide resources and financial assistance for students that pay for things such as tuition, books, and other things that you're going to need while you're here at Lanier Tech. One of the other fun things that we do is actually provide prizes during our orientation so that you can get to know a little bit more about Lanier Tech. So if you visit our website, there will be sailboats with different words throughout the website Once you find one of those, you will send that to Lanier or LTC Foundation at laniertech.edu. The first 5 folks that find those will receive a prize from our foundation. One of the other things that I wanted to mention is that we do have the opportunity for you to take part in our virtual tour. That link is also available at our website. With the pandemic and some of the other things that are happening here at campus, folks are being asked to remain off campus until some of the pandemic relieves itself. But again, the virtual tour will give you an opportunity to see buildings, check out where your classes will be, and then hopefully where you'll be in class in the next couple of weeks. We look forward to talking with you more, and we'll see you a little bit later in the program.
Hi, my name's Isaiah, and I live here at the Hall campus in the Simulation Center. Stop by at any time to say hi. I'm going to introduce our next storyteller. She's my personal favorite, and she loves to give money away. She's the Director of Financial Aid, Miss Angela Tate.
Hi, I'm Angela Tate. I'm the Director of Financial Aid here at Lanier Tech. The document that I'm going to go over today can be found in the orientation materials. So I'm going to kind of tell you where to find it, so that way if you do want to follow along with me, you can. And if not, you can make notes and kind of reference back to what applies to you. So the document, you'll click on My LTC, and then there's an orientation button in the menu. And then you'll go to the financial aid section, and the last document in that section is called Navigating Financial Aid, and that is what I'm about to go over. So I'm going to start, I break it down into 3 groups, and the first group we're going to start with is number 3 on that document. And those students are the ones who have not completed a financial aid application. So the easiest way to know if you've done the right one is to log into Banner Web and see if you have a financial aid tab there. The reason I start with group number 3 is because during this time of year, students frequently do the 2021-2022 FAFSA, which is for next fall, instead of the 2020-2021 FAFSA that's required for right now. Also, when you look at that document, it lists the website and our school code to do a financial aid application, so that is on the website for you. So you want to do that as soon as possible, and that's the other reason I mentioned that group first, because it does take 3 to 5 business days for us to receive it. And then if we're missing documentation from you, we have to collect that documentation before we can award your financial aid. So that leads us into the second group, would be number 2, is you want to follow those steps to see if you're missing any documentation from us. If you go to pay your bill and you don't have any financial aid on your account, I would start with step 3 and then step 2 to kind of look through to see if we're missing anything from you. And this document goes line by line on what you where you click and how to see that. And then if you know that you've turned everything in and you're good to go on that part, number 1 on that worksheet lists the steps on how to see your financial aid award and what you have out there for every semester or for the academic year. And so that's where you'll see all your stuff listed. We do have financial aid people on the live chat this afternoon, so if you do have any questions, you can definitely reach out to us on the live chat there as well. Otherwise, number 4 and 5 is our contact information. If you're a VA student, we have our VA contact information for number 4. And then our contact information for our state or our federal financial aid is number 5 on that worksheet. So that sheet will be a great reference point for you. So again, it's under the online orientation module, under the financial aid section, and it's called Navigating Financial Aid. So that is all I have for you guys. Thank you.
I think Anthony was trying to beat me to the punch. A couple things from our registrar's office. Drop ad has been amended because of some of the changes that we have made due to the pandemic. The new drop ad period is going to be January the 11th through January the 15th, and that will end at noon, which means the payment deadline will be January the 19th at 6 p.m. Please be sure to be checking your accounts throughout that time, because if payment is not received by 6 p.m. on the 19th, you will be removed from your classes. If you have any questions regarding your schedules or anything as far as drop ad, you can email the registrar's office at registrar@laniertech.edu. One of the other things we also wanted to make you aware of is that our bookstore is going to be closed to foot traffic, again, because of Hall County and all of our service area being a hot spot for COVID at the moment. So you can actually go online and secure your book order there, which can be shipped directly to you, or you can go ahead and complete an order form there and be able to pick that up no later than January the 21st. Again, if you have any questions about that, certainly reach out to the registrar's office as well as the bookstore.
Speaking of money, our next storyteller doesn't like to spend money on damaged laptops. That's right, our next storyteller, it is the VP of IT, Mr. Anthony Hardy.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Anthony Hardy, and I am the Vice President for Technology here at Lanier Technical College. I've got several things I want to cover with you guys today, and the very first thing has to do with how to get all of your information that you need. So we call it the Laker login, and that is your student email address and password. You're going to use that in all kinds of places, but just remember, if you see Laker login, that is your student email address and your password. So how do you get that Laker login information? If you go to our website and go to the current students page, you're going to see a place there that's going to let you go straight over to be able to get all that information for you. Most people, by the time they get to orientation, already have that information. Where is that information going to be used? That's going to be used for Banner Web, DegreeWorks, your email, obviously, Blackboard, all the on-campus computers, LTCE Alert, and many, many other different services. So we try to keep that as easy as possible so that you have, for the most part, one email address and password you'll use to log into most services. When you go to set that up for the very first time, you're going to use a default password. You have to change away from that default password using your student email, so don't log into anything else until you log into your student email the first time. When you change that password, you will then have access, because you have a secure password that no one else knows, you'll have access at that point to all the other services other than email. Until you log into email the first time, you can't access anything else though, so please make sure you do that first. While you log in the first time to your email, the system's also going to ask you to set up multi-factor authentication. And basically what that means is you're going to set up your cell phone, either using an app on your cell phone or the telephone number on your cell phone, something like that, to be able to have a second piece to prove that it's really you logging in. That way somebody from another country can't pretend to be you and log in. And why do you think that's important? Well, if you have any sort of financial aid, it's very likely that your bank account is tied into your Lanier Tech account, and we don't want to have any issues there. Student email is the primary means of communication that we have here at Lanier Tech, so make sure you check that on a regular basis. That's one of the reasons why we start you off there. We want to make sure that everybody knows how to get into their student email before they can get into anything else, so that is very, very important. Please check it, preferably once a day, or more so than that, because we will send tons of information to you through that medium. If you need any help, if you go to helpdesk.laniertech.edu, that website, you're going to find tons of articles out there that are going to give you all kinds of information about all the different technology services and all kinds of other things that the college offers. If you need to get in touch with somebody, on that helpdesk.laniertech.edu, you're going to find a link to a form that you can complete that will allow you to open up a ticket with our help desk. Or if it's during regular business hours, you should be able to call us at 770-533-7048. One more time, 770-533-7048. When you are on campus, we have open Wi-Fi with no password, so you should be able to use that on any of our campuses. It's called LTC-Open, and that'll work with phones, laptops, any kind of device that can access normal Wi-Fi. One of the biggest questions we have, one of the most popular questions we have at the help desk is, where are my Blackboard classes? And those Blackboard classes won't show up in Blackboard until the very first day of class. So you guys won't see those until Monday, the 11th. If you're on campus, we do have printers available in most computer labs and in the libraries. You can print up to 200 pages at no additional cost. So we recommend very highly that if you're going to print out a PowerPoint or anything like that, if you have the option, especially with PowerPoint, to put multiple slides on a page, or if there's any other way you can condense the material down, we recommend that very highly because that does save you that. Other than that, you can purchase additional pages, and there are instructions for that at helpdesk.lineartech.edu. We have a system called LTCE Alert. By default, the telephone number that you give us, the personal email address that you give us, along with any other information we might have, is uploaded into the LTCE Alert system. Any other communication information, I should say. So that information is used when we send out an e-alert. Now, we're only going to send out those when it's something critical, as in when we have a closure or a change in delivery, like when we go virtual. We'll be sending out an LTCE alert about that probably in just a little while later this afternoon. So make sure that that information is correct. It is very critical that you make sure that that information is correct. And again, if you go to quick links or you just search e-alert on our website, you'll be able to find all the instructions for how to log into that using, again, your Laker login, the same information you use for everything else, so you can verify that that information is correct. Password security is something I like to talk about. I'm going to give you guys a very condensed version of that. So one of the most important things is you never reuse a password. And I know a lot of people think, well, why? Because I can't remember a bunch of different passwords. I'll give you a solution for that in just a minute. But the most important reason you don't want to reuse passwords is, let's say that you sign up for an account on a throwaway website and you use the same password there that you use for, say, your banking website, right? Well, guess what just happened? As soon as that small throwaway website you created an account on gets hacked, your password's in the hands of the bad guys. They can use that password to get into your banking account. So that's never a good thing. So you always want to make sure you reuse passwords, because you never reuse passwords, because if you have a unique password for every site, they can't be used against you somewhere else. So that's a really difficult thing to do. How do you remember all those passwords? Use a password manager. If you Google it, you can find there are a bazillion different password managers out there. Don't pay for one, is my recommendation. You may if you want to, but there are tons of really good free password managers that are out there that can synchronize between your phone and your computer and all these different places. And that allows you to have these long, crazy passwords that you never have to remember. You remember a single, nice, very long, secure password that you change on a regular basis to get into your password manager, and then the password manager remembers all those other passwords for you. And if you do happen to get hacked, one of those sites gets hacked, your password manager can assist you with logging back in and doing a password reset, because you'll have a listing of all of your accounts. I also highly recommend using multi-factor authentication. Most businesses that have any sort of financial information will enforce that, like we do, banks and that type of thing. But if you have an option for multi-factor, say for your personal Google account, make sure that you use multi-factor authentication everywhere you can. There's tons of different ways that it can be implemented. Find the one that works for you and make sure you get it turned on. The most important thing when you pick a password is length. So let's say you're using a password manager. How do you pick your good single password that you've got to know? Don't make it something super simple, because again, that can be held against you. The most important thing is length. So the second most important thing is going to be making sure you don't use something that's associated with yourself. We all have social media accounts, or the majority of us do, and those social media accounts, people wish us happy birthday, so throw your birthdays out. They wish your relatives happy birthdays. Just throw out the birthdays for everybody in your family and all your friends. The names of all your family and your friends and your pets that you post, throw all that information out, because all that stuff is available over social media. Always use things that are not directly associated with you. My personal recommendation is take 4 or 5 words, string them together, preferably not a phrase, 4 or 5 random words, put them together, stick a number at the end of it, make one or more of the letters capital, and go with it. Don't do the fancy thing where you try to replace O's with zeros and E's with 3's, because that gets really difficult to remember. And the thing you want to do is make your password easy for you to remember, hard for hackers to be able to guess. So that longer password that is random words, easy for you to remember, and difficult for those bad guys to be able to figure out. As we mentioned before, there is live chat. There are multiple departments that are available over that. We've got financial aid and different departments from student affairs that are available on there for you. And we also have our help desk available. So if you are having any sort of technical issues, please go to our website. Lower right-hand corner, you'll see the little green bar down there. It says chat with us. Click that, fill out that form, and you'll be connected with somebody in real time, and they'll be able to instant message back and forth with you over that system. And again, that's open until 4 o'clock today. That is all the information that I have for you guys today. Up next, we have Beth Hefner. She is our Dean of Business, Public Safety, and Professional Services, and she's going to give you guys some amazingly good information about your advising process. Beth?
Thank you, Anthony. Good afternoon. I am here today to speak to you about the importance of advisement. Every single one of you received an acceptance letter from the admissions office stating that you had an advisor and it included their contact information. Your advisors are experts in your program of study. They are your lifeline. They are the person that you need to go to help you through the process of registering and understanding how things work at Lanier Tech. Being a new student can be very overwhelming, so you need to reach out to your advisor. They are there to help you. Some of the things that your advisor can do for you: they can assist you in identifying and evaluating your academic interest and your career goals. They can assist you in making informed decisions about program selection, class schedules, graduation plans, and career opportunities. They will provide you with information and guidance aimed at successfully and timely completion of your certificate, diploma, or degree. They will provide you the opportunity for open discussions about college policies, procedures, resources, and programs related to your personal and educational goals. Advisors will help you use technology and other college resources that you need to monitor your progress, such as DegreeWorks and BannerWeb. Your advisor will assist you in the process of changing majors and dropping classes. They can also help you with class prerequisites and the timing of course offerings, because we don't offer every course every semester all the time, so you need to know when classes are being offered. We want you to have a positive and successful experience at Lanier Tech. One way to ensure that is that you have regular meetings and contact with your advisor. I look forward to seeing you walk across the graduation stage in the very near future. Thank you.
So, our story's about to come to an end. But before it does, we've got one more presenter, one more storyteller. She doesn't need an introduction, but she's still my favorite, Mrs. Lauren Talley.
All right, so this is the last time you will see me today. We thank you so much for attending orientation. Just a couple of things to remember while that you are getting ready to begin the semester. Again, please make sure that your email is active and you are checking that on a regular basis. That is going to be your main form of communication from the college other than our LTC alerts. With the pandemic, there is going to be changes, without a doubt, in the next couple of weeks, and being able to stay on top of those and be able to interact with your instructors and your advisors is going to be key. Again, we have live chat that's available up until 4 o'clock this afternoon if you have any questions. And again, if there's anything that you need from us, all of our contact information is available on the Lanier Tech website. We're so excited that you joined us here at Lanier Tech, and we can't wait to see you on campus whenever we're all back here this spring semester. Thanks so much.
If you want to view paradise, just look around and view it. Anything you want to do, just do it. You can change the world. There's nothing to it.